The Nebraska Soybean Board feels it's very important to educate fourth graders in our state about the importance of agriculture in their families and in their communities and in their futures. And we chose fourth graders because that's the time of education where they pick up a lot of things and they remember a lot of things. And so we provide this Ag Sack Lunch program to them when they come to visit our state capitol. And we figured it was a unique setting for them to learn about the history of our state and as well as the #1 industry in our state, which is agriculture. And we provide them a sack lunch, which has got all Nebraska products in it. And this is a good way of getting them to understand that their food comes from farming and the farmers that produce it. And it also leads into another situation where we can have the parents and the students get into conversation about food and also about agriculture.
My name is Emily Doran and I grew up on a farm in south central Nebraska, so I talk to fourth graders from around the state that come to visit the Capitol about agriculture, about what I grew up with. What we want them to get out of the presentation is just some main points about general agriculture in Nebraska. So beef cows, dairy cows, pigs, and poultry, as well as the crops that we have here in our state. So we just talked to them about agriculture and everything and how it's important to Nebraska. Well, first of all, we get our lunches, and so we have them all set up. They have a choice of beef sandwiches, turkey sandwiches, or ham sandwiches. Every student gets some milk. Then they pick a tarp where one of us ag ambassadors get to talk to them. So we start out by asking them if they know about agriculture, things like that, and then we show them these cards that are focused about agriculture. So here's the sower and he's representing agriculture, and we have the different animals that we have here in our state, like the beef cow. So we just talk to them about all these different things: beef cattle, dairy cattle, pigs, poultry, and the crops that we have here in our state. We talk to them for 15 to 20 minutes, see if they have any questions about anything, and then we give them a deck of cards. It's called Crazy Soybeans, and it's just like Crazy Eights, and they can take it home and learn even more about agriculture because there's facts on every card. So they can go home and teach their family and their friends that aren't here more about agriculture than we have time to talk to them about.
One of the reasons why I personally like to promote agriculture to our fourth grade students in this program is to get them to understand the things that we do in production practices and the things that we do to make sure that we have a safe supply of food, and the things that we do to protect our environment are very key to the future of their well-being. And if we can instill in their mind the things that we have to do in production agriculture today and how we take and monitor all those things, it's just going to be better for them to understand that they have a abundant, safe food supply.
My favorite part are the questions at the end. I get a lot of crazy questions, and I think it's really cool because I can tell that their minds are rolling and thinking about all sorts of different things that have to do with agriculture. They love the lunches that we get, and then at the very end when I tell them that it's all products made in Nebraska, I think they think that's really cool.